Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? I got a 2017 F-150. I don't even know what motor's in this. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, the customer's complaint is that when they fill it up, after they go to drive away, it'll shut down on them. Only happens when they fill it up. So what could cause something like that? I've seen this before. Not on one of these. I've seen it on a Dodge. What happens is the evaporative system, the evap system, the charcoal canister, whatever, the whole system gets overloaded with fuel and it actually floods the system out. Like the system will actually command purge when you go to drive away, from a stop. It'll command purge, and now the vapor system is loaded with raw fuel vapors and it'll actually flood the motor. I've seen that happen. It'll flood the motor and stall it. Don't know if that's what's happening. It's kind of what I'm guessing is happening, just judging by he's saying it happens right after a fill up. So I have a couple of things that I'm going to look at on here, and I have a few things pulled up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it for a ride right now. He gave me his credit card, so I'm going to fill it up and I'm going to take it for a ride and see what happens. But I have a few things I'm going to monitor on here. The equivalency ratio from both bank 1 sensor 1 and bank 2 sensor 1. Short-term fuel trim from bank 1 and short-term fuel trim for bank 2. If you notice, bank 2 is already in pretty good in the negative side here, whereas bank 1 isn't. Why is that like that? I'm not quite sure. Could I have a bad oxygen sensor? That's possible. I don't know. Because that should be somewhere around what that one's doing, but it's not. So, just wanted you to see that. So, I'm going to go take it up the road. I'm going to go get gas. And let's see what it does. So I just pulled into the gas station now. I'm going to go fill this thing up and let's try it and see what actually happens. Okay, just filled up. It took 18 gallons, so let's just see what happens. I just turned the key back to the run position. Now everything's on 0 because it's not running. And it's going to remain on 0, right? I hate when this happens. There we go. Anything out of the ordinary yet? Nope, not yet. Let's try going up the road and see what happens. Should record this. This way I can refer back to it later. I saw a couple of numbers go into the red, but it never once felt like it was going to stall. I don't even know what red means, because if you look now, like with me letting go of the gas, it went into red. So like sometimes it'll float around, and even like a regular number that would normally appear shows up in red. So I'm not quite sure what red actually means. Whoops. Oops. Guess I'm gonna have to go grab that. All right, let me find a spot to pull over. Dang it. Should have thought a little better about that, but I didn't. Alright, just give me a second here. The easiest spot to pull into is Mexico. Unfortunately, they won't let me do my drives in there anymore, which really stinks. That was a nice place to do my drives. Alright, get ready to pull into Mexico, and let me grab my scanner. Hopefully there's nothing on the floor that could have cracked the screen. Find out in a second. Okay, so we didn't break anything, thankfully. One thing I did notice is fuel trims are staying a little more towards the negative side. See that? Which is indicative of the purge valve hanging open, or the system somehow getting extra fuel. And the computer sees that it's getting extra fuel, so it tries to pull fuel away. So, you know, it's going -7 and -3s, -4s, so it's all over the board, but it's higher than it was before. So I'm really thinking I might have a saturated vapor canister. I could just have a bad purge solenoid. I'm going to get back to the shop, and I'm going to research this a little bit, see what I can come up with, and go from there. I smell fuel on the outside of the vehicle too. But that doesn't really mean anything. This got one of those idiotic capless systems. I hate capless systems. Can't stand them. I don't even understand the reasoning behind them. Gets dirt and everything else inside the tank, but whatever. I'm not an engineer. But yeah, my numbers have been up there, hanging up. Like the bank 2 is 5, 6, 7. Bank 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, something in that range. So it's higher than before with a fill up. But I haven't gotten it to stall. Never felt like it was even gonna stall. So, all right, let me head back to the shop. So I got to thinking, the purge valve. Remember I said that purge valve. What if I just disconnect it and see what happens? Because maybe it's in purge right now. But here, I want to show you something. Guys, for the glare, I know the glare is bad out here. The short-term trims for bank 1 and bank 2. See how high they are? Being in the negative means there's too much fuel getting into the motor and it's pulling fuel away. So I'm going to come over here and disconnect this. That's the purge. Now look at it. It's adding fuel. It was so used to getting excess fuel from that purge that it had to start adding fuel to make up for it. Eventually this will go down to 0, or somewhere thereabouts. +3 to -3, somewhere in that range is considered normal. This computer's compensating for what happened before. So, but as you see, the numbers are coming down. At least bank 2 made it to 0 already. I'm surprised bank 1 is still hanging out high. But bank 2 was the problem child before. So maybe that's why bank 1 is taking a little while longer. Alright, so what do I think is actually going on here? Purge valve's obviously okay. The system is... Watch, I'm going to plug it back in now. Oops, at least you got to see my nose there. But now I'm going to plug it back in. So now it's back in, and see, now it's all the way to the negative because it's pulling in all that excess fuel. So then the computer has to compensate for it, and it'll bring it back. Usually slow in the beginning, but it'll bring it back. But it's way too much fuel. So the evap system is basically contaminated. So you saw those numbers go into the red too right after I filled it up. So I bet you it got a basically like a flooding of fuel vapor going into it. So, all right, let me go look this up. I want to see exactly how the system is operated and see exactly what's in the system, and we're going to go from there. But let me go look this up first. So it's actually 2 days later now. Yeah, basically the system, it's not a known issue, but I found plenty of cases of where these things would flood out from the charcoal canister being saturated with fuel. So, just gotta get out of the sunlight there. So basically, ordered a new charcoal canister for it and a purge valve, because apparently the purge valve, the seal goes bad in it from the oversaturation of fuel. So I figured, may as well just get everything that they're telling me to. So that's what we're going to do. I did order the parts. I'm not going to see them until next week, unfortunately. That charcoal canister is on intergalactic back order at the moment, which tells you something. If it's on back order, means they're going through a lot of them. So there's something going on with that system. I'm not going to redesign it. I'm just going to fix what I can. So, all right, that's going to pretty much be it until we get the charcoal canister for that. So hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.